So the controls on this little machine, the MVS-20, you have a button here which will change whether or not you're adjusting the heat seal or the vacuum. So this moves these dials up and down, and then these move the time that things run up or down. So now we're increasing the amount of time that the heat seal bar will run, and now we can decrease that same. The vacuum is on a timed cycle. So right now it's set for 34 seconds, and you can increase that or decrease that. Now generally I found about a 30-second cycle with this machine is adequate for doing almost everything. And it has a dry pump cycle, which means that the pump will just run for about 10 minutes. So if you've done a long run of wet, sloppy stuff like fish or clams or things like that, you tend to collect a little bit of moisture in the oil, and when you run a dry oil cycle, then it will kick out that extra moisture that collects in the oil in the package. So let's run this thing one more time, and we're going to run it at a 32-second cycle. And we're going to use this box of product here, and we're going to see if we get we're going to get a little bit closer up shot of this thing. Maybe we can see it as it collapses. You can see what happens. But right now we're counting down the number of seconds, and remember, in these machines we're extracting the air from the chamber, and the air comes out of the bag sort of by default because the bag is open and sitting inside the chamber. So when the chamber runs out of air, the bag is out of air. We're counting down to 1 second, and then the heat cycle will run. And in this case, we've got the heat set for about 3 seconds, which is strong enough to give us a cutoff and a heat cycle. And once the air gets let back into the chamber, the package collapses. It hands you the bag. And in this case, that extra tear off will give you a finished edge on your bag so that you don't have any excess bag hanging out.